Hey guys, welcome to this video here today. Today, I'm going to show you exactly how you could use Google Ads step by step to get annuity clients, to get life insurance clients, or to get financial planning clients. I'm going to go over exactly why you should use Google Ads, how to use Google Ads, and if you stick to the end of this video, I'm going to show you our strategy, how we cut our ad costs by at least 90% using something we call the CMS targeting method. And if we haven't met before, welcome to my channel. And my only intention for this channel is to provide you with as much value as possible. Before we begin, I do want to remind you of the gentleman's rule. And what that really means, if you watch more than 2 of my videos, I would encourage you to like and subscribe. These videos are free for you to watch, but they're not free for me to make. They take a lot of my time and they take a lot of my effort to come up with different ideas. So if you like the content, if you like the videos, your like, your subscribe, your support will mean a lot to the channel. And without further ado, let's dive right into mastering Google Ads for your financial practice. All right, guys, let's dive in. So today I'm going to show you how to get financial advising, financial planning clients using Google Ads. Now, this works for financial advisors, also works for insurance agents. Let's say if you want to do annuities, let's say if you want to do IULs. This works for a lot of different products, and I'm going to show you exactly how we do that for most of our clients. Now, the first question you might ask is, okay, why should I use Google Ads in the first place? Personally, I think Google Ads is one of the best, if not the best lead generation platform for really high net worth and high intent clients. I'm going to show you exactly how we do that just in a bit. And also, Google Ads is a multi-platform system. You could target different placements like Gmail, YouTube. So when I say Google Ads, most people just think it's just Google search ads, or if people search for a keyword, you show up. The truth is, there's also a lot of different placements like YouTube, Display, Discovery, Gmail, and Maps. These placements are work really effective together with search. So I'm going to show you exactly how we target different placements in this full guide right here. Now, when it comes to Google Ads, one of the main reasons why people don't prefer to use it is because it's too expensive. And this is true because Google Ads is quite expensive compared to other advertising platforms like Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. And the reason why is because competitive keywords like, let's say, annuities, they're usually dominated by corporate giants that have unlimited amount of budget. So you guys have to understand how Google Ads work. It's all about the price you bid for a keyword. Let's say for the keyword annuity, you could bid $50 per click, while your competitor can bid $80, $90, $100 per click. And if they bid more than what you bid, they outbid you, and their ad is going to go on the first page of Google, whereas your ads is going to probably go on the second, third, fourth, fifth page on Google. And that's why if you're trying to bid against these corporate giants, you have no way to win because they literally have unlimited amount of budget to spend on ads. The way we work around that is we have a process to cut Google ad costs by at least 90% by using something we call CMS method. And basically what that means is cross-platform retargeting, multi-placement strategy, and a solution-based targeting system. Now I'm going to show you exactly how we do that in later of the video here. Just know the fact that there's a way to work around this and to get similar results with much cheaper in terms of marketing spend. And if it's your first time watching this channel, welcome to the channel. My name is Dicky Chung, the founder of digitalprospecting.io, a marketing agency that helps financial advisors, insurance agents really get more high premium, high ticket clients, high net worth clients, and really help them book more appointments. So if you're interested in working with us or having a chat with us, feel free to reach out to me on LinkedIn. I'm always on LinkedIn. Now, I would highly recommend you guys to maybe go look at our website. If you just go to our website right here and really go to a testimonial page right here to really go through some of the results that we got for our clients when it comes to annuities, when it comes to IUL, when it comes to AUM. We have a lot of different clients result, and you can find that inside our YouTube channel as well. Now, keep in mind that everything that you're seeing right here is just the tip of the iceberg. Understand that we're not an IMO, and therefore our clients have no obligation to share any success that they have with us. Them taking their time of the day to really share their success stories or having these interviews with me, now, I do not take it for granted. That being said, I can assure you that there's more results, more wins just like this. Our average clients makes back anywhere from 5 to 10 times their return on investment when it comes to working with us, which is the exact process that I'm going to show you here today. Step number 1. Now, we first have to target high net worth clients on Google. And I would say Google Ads is superior when it comes to finding these high net worth clients. There's 2 reasons. The first reason is high intent targeting. And what that basically is we could target people by the keywords they search for, the keywords that they're looking up. For example, we could target people who's looking for annuity, annuities, fixed annuity rates, retirement planning, financial advisors. So keywords that they looked up in the past or they're looking up right now, we could just target these guys. And the other thing we can do is we could target competitors. So let's say if you're a consumer, if your viewers, they're going on websites like morganstanley.com, JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs. If they're going on your competitor's website, we could also target them behind Google's advertising dashboard. I'll show you how to do that just in a bit. And we could also target people who visited certain websites. For example, retirees love going to maybe Bloomberg or Forbes or MarketWatch or Investopedia to learn about investment, to see how they could manage their investments by themselves. What we can do on Google is we can target these people just by selecting the websites that they visited. Not only that, we could target people in the market searching for related products. This is something we call in-market targeting. For example, let's say if they're looking for investment services, if they're looking for retirement planning services, if they're in the market for annuities, or if they're in the market for retirement income options. This is something that you could all do inside Google Ads dashboard. And scrolling down, we have life events targeting, which means we could target people based on the events that's happening in their life right now. For example, we could target people that recently purchased a home. We could target people that recently got married. Maybe they're starting a new job. Maybe they're retiring soon. That's what we could target on Google as well. And the next step is targeting people who have money, right? So this is what we call high net worth targeting. If you look at our income targeting options right here, a lot of advertising platforms, they have targeting options such as age, gender, parental status, but Google Ads is the only advertising platform that allows household income targeting. Facebook ads used to do that in the past, but I think they removed that targeting option back in 2021. And therefore, as of today, Google Ads is the only advertising platform that allows you to target people based on their income. So what we can do is we could target the top 10% of household income earners, maybe the top 20%, maybe the top 30%. I wouldn't recommend going anywhere lower than that, because in the financial market, I would have assumed you prefer a higher net worth client than a lower net worth client. Okay, now that we're back, let me show you the next step, which is click, educate, and sell. So after finding audience who's looking for annuities, who's looking for financial products, what we want to do is, number one is we want to have them to click. And this is a very simple process. All you have to do is to craft a compelling ad copy that speaks directly to what the consumers are looking for online on Google or on different websites. So just to give you an example, let's say if your prospects, if they're looking for annuity mistakes, well, what you can do is you could run that as an ad and you could direct it to them. So whenever they're looking for topics like this, you're the first one who comes up as a sponsor result. This caused them to click, and then we move on to our next step, which is educate. So after clicking the ad, the next step is to educate the consumer, educate the viewers about what the ad is actually about. We usually do this through something we call an advertorial, and what an advertorial is basically like a ad, but like a tutorial. So ad, tutorial, advertorial. This comes in two different formats. You could have like a sales letter format, or you could have like a video format as well. Now for us, we do find using videos work a little bit better than sales letter, but nevertheless, sales letter do work, just depending on different occasions. After educating your prospect, what we want to do is we want to move on to the next step, which is sell. Now, what I mean by sell here, I don't actually mean by just selling the product and having them just give us $500,000 right now on the spot. That's not how ads work, trust me. What I mean by sell is having them to do the next action, whatever action that might be. For example, it could be opting in, providing their contact details, or it could be booking a call, having them to book a call, or getting a quote, whatever that might be. So let's just use booking a call as an example. And what we want to do after that is collecting information and segmenting these information according to different leads. What we can do is we could have them submit a survey. Usually we ask a 10 to a 12 question survey just to make sure that these leads are a good fit. We ask questions like their state of residency, how old are they and when do they want to retire, what investment strategies do they have in place right now, how much investable asset they have, how much money they're making. And after them filling out the information, we move on to the next step, step 4, screening these leads and booking appointments. Now, what I recommend in this step is I recommend having an appointment setter do this for you instead of doing it yourself. And what an appointment setter can do is an appointment setter can position you as the authority. This is something we call an authority transfer that we do for our clients. Now, I made a step-by-step video on how to do this, and I made an in-depth guide on this topic. So if you want to know how we do this, check out our YouTube channel, or you could check out our website to learn more. Moving on to the final step. Now, if you're using Google Ads and if you were to bid for high competitive keywords like annuities, you're going to be bidding against a lot of big corporate giants, a lot of competitors that have unlimited amount of budget, and therefore you're going to spend a lot of money. Here's how we cut this ad spend by at least 90% using something called CMS method. So let's go over this in detail. Number 1, cross-platform retargeting. So instead of just targeting people on Google, what we want to do is we want to first target consumers on other cheaper platforms. For example, like Facebook, Instagram, or TikTok. We want to use cost-effective campaign objectives. So let's say, for example, like awareness campaigns, engagement campaigns, traffic campaigns, view campaigns. Now, these objectives are not that useful when they're used by themselves alone, but they're really useful when it comes to building up your audience and especially building up your Facebook pixel and your Google pixel. What that really means is Google and Facebook is collecting their data, and soon later down the pipeline, when they do search for retirement products, when they do search for annuities, we could retarget them using Google if they fit our demographic. So doing this is way cheaper than going directly in front of them just because they're already in our database, just because they're already in our remarketing campaign. And that's exactly the first strategy, cross-platform retargeting. The second strategy we use is something we call multi-placement strategy. So out of all the placement you could advertise on Google, Google search is by far the most most expensive placement you can advertise on. So what I recommend here is I recommend trying different placement options that achieve similar if not better results. The first option that you might want to try is YouTube. So just to give you an example of what that looks like, let's say if you search for the keyword financial advisor. Now what you can do is you can put an ad in front of that and be on the top of the video. For example, like this ad right here. The second option that you might want to try is to bid on different websites. For example, this is Fox News, and literally there's an ad right here about annuities. 2023 best annuities. Book a call. This is also something that you could try to drastically decrease ad spend. The third strategy we have is something we call solution-based targeting. So what that really means is instead of targeting direct product keywords like the word annuities, in order to achieve the same results for the fraction of the cost, what you can do is you could target different problems and solutions that the product might help solve. For example, instead of targeting the word annuities, you could target income for life, or you could target guaranteed retirement income. So just to give you a practical example of what that would look like. For example, if you were to just advertise on Google alone, bidding on competitive keywords, let's say our average client spends 10K on ad spend. With a 10K budget, you're probably just gonna get 30 leads, with the cost for a lead around $250 to $300 per lead. With 30 leads, you're probably gonna have 10 appointments, and with 10 appointments, you're probably gonna make 3 sales. Let's assume the average commission of a policy like that anywhere from 10K to 25K per policy, obviously depending on different factors, but let's assume 10K minimum in terms of commission. So 3 sales will make you around 30K. So you're spending 10K on ads just to make 30,000 back, which is not bad. I mean, it's still a 3 times return on investment. But if you consider other expense like hiring, maybe you need to hire a media buyer, maybe you need to hire a guy to run your ads, this is probably not a decent return that you want. Instead, in a CMS scenario, let's say if you spend 10 grand on ads, you're gonna get a much cheaper lead cost. From our experience, it's usually gonna be anywhere from 25 to maybe maximum $30 per lead. So with 10K, you're gonna get around 400 leads. Out of 400 leads, you're probably gonna get around 40 appointments. And with 40 appointments, let's assume you make 12 sales, which is 30% out of 40 appointments. With the same average commission, let's say 10 grand per sale, that means you're bringing home 120,000 in commission, which is 12 times the return. Now, one of the things that you might notice if you bid for, let's say if you bid for very competitive keywords, although it's more expensive, but you get a higher appointment to lead ratio. It's at around 30 to 40%. The reason is because most people, if they're looking for the product, it's way easier for you to set up an appointment. However, the only drawback with the CMS scenario, although you get a lot of leads, your appointment to lead booking ratio is not as high. It's only at around 10%. This means the CMS scenario might take you a little bit more time just to filter out those leads, just to screen the leads. If you work with us, we have an appointment setter that do this all for you. But nevertheless, it's still something you have to think about when it comes to advertising on Google. Thanks for watching to the end of this video, and if you find this video helpful, I think you'll find the next video helpful as well. And if you're interested in topics like this, make sure to like and subscribe for more content just like this. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.